In this episode, we are interviewing all the people behind the artists. The people who have not been in the limelight but have made a major difference not only to the bands but to the Indian metal scene as a whole. We have three very special guests for you.
Hey, this is Sahil from Demonstealer Records.
Hi, I'm Shashwat from Grey and Saurian.
Hey guys, this is Salman from Infinite Dreams.
Thank you guys for being on the show. And the first question is, when, why and how did you guys think about starting your respective ventures? So let's start with you, Sahil.
Demonstealer Records actually came into existence all the way back in 2000 when DR released the first album, Demonstealer, and I sort of put Demonstealer Records at the back of the CD. That's when the name came about, but it's only around 2005 when DR released A Darkness Descends did I actually give the label shape and form and say, okay, it's time to make this a serious venture. Let's just go out there, give Indian metal bands a platform, give them a chance to release their music, to maybe get their music heard, not just in India but abroad as well. And that's how Demonstealer Records took shape. And since then, we've worked with a whole bunch of local bands.
That's great. You are the first independent Indian metal label to sign up most of the metal bands. Moving on to Shashwat.
My personal venture started long back in the 90s when I was doing CD trades from all over the world. Countries like Indonesia, Australia, Germany, Japan, etc. Then to recover costs of couriers and CDs, I started selling copied CDs and also audio CDs into various places wherever I could find people to buy them. Then I even rent out my drum kits every once in a while to make some pocket money. Chilling out with bands and touring for fun with them was never even considered work. But this did for me start the venture into the music business.
Okay, so you have come a long way. And finally, Salman.
I thought about this couple of years back. Bands needed someone to support them, so I decided I'll put forth my ideas and I started this venture a few months back.
Okay, that's really good. The next question is, which bands have you guys worked with since the genesis of your respective ventures? Let's start with Salman this time.
It's been a year since I've been managing Cryptos. I recently signed Devoid from Mumbai and the grind band Plague Throat from the East.
Well, that's really good. Congratulations for signing these bands. Let's move on to Sahil.
DSR has actually a wide variety of artists that we've worked with, The thing is, we've never worked with artists on a permanent basis. They've always been free to do whatever else they want, but we've released bands like Acrid Semblance, Bhayanak Moth, Narsil, Third Sovereign, Mind Snare, Demonic Resurrection. We've also had non-Indian bands like Dusk, Warface, Severe Dementia. So there's a lot of bands that we've worked with, and it's been great so far.
Well, DSR has definitely been responsible for the launch of most of the Indian bands. And finally, let's move on to Shashwat.
I have worked and I'm still working with Acrid Semblance, Undying Ink, Third Sovereign, Rudra, Bhayanak Moth, Pristorica, Mind Snare, The Circus, Constellation Project, Scribe, Exhumation, and De Profundis.
Well, that is a lot of bands. And you must be proud of having two international acts as well. The next question is, tell me about your achievements so far and what you guys have planned for the future. Let's start with Shashwat.
Hey, me first. I got an interview with the Flaming Skull podcast. It's pretty much my biggest achievement. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
This coming from a guy who's managing a lot of big bands. Thanks for the appreciation. Let's move on to Salman.
Achievement so far? Well, nothing actually. This November, Cryptos would be touring US. We would be the first Indian metal band to perform in North America, playing across 2 North American countries, 12 states and 18 cities. I am also working on DR's US tour, which would happen during April-May 2010. I'm looking forward for Devoid's new album. So a lot of stuff coming up. Hope it all goes well. Cheers.
That is huge. Indian bands touring internationally. And finally, Sahil.
Well, I think the biggest achievement for DSR is the fact that, it's been 4 years now since the label has started, and I've managed to keep it afloat. I have, as a label, we've banked basically on CD sales and kept a very basic business model, which most labels have had to move away from, and they are unable to survive on that model. So I think that's a great achievement that I've been able to keep the label running almost single-handedly for 4 years now. And from the looks of things, it only looks like it'll get better. For the future, basically, we've got a couple of releases lined up. We've got the new Behemoth album being released in India through Demonstealer Records, and we have the new DR album called The Return to Darkness coming out later in the year. We still haven't got around to seeing what we're doing next year, but for this year, we've pretty much got our hands full.
Behemoth in India. Well, that is kick-ass. And I'm really looking forward to the new DR album. Thank you guys for being on the show. And congratulations for all that you've done for the Indian metal scene. And we'd like to wish you best of luck for your future work.
You're tuned into the Flaming Skull podcast, the underground metal front.